So I'm going to draw on that guy drawing his gun under the table, and I'm just going to go, uh-uh.
I am merely trying to rescue this poor creature. It is so alone. It can't be by itself in this Wild West with no one to take care of him, and who is better situated to do that than a farrier?
And I'll pick him up and drag him out of the place. I'll give him a proper burial. And then see what he has on him.
His rusty sword, and looks at you and goes, "Oh, and says, "Deutsch and I don't know. I can speak German." And we are recording. Well, howdy there, fellow investigators in the unknown. Welcome to our new actual play, where we're about to dive deep into the realms of cosmic horror with Call of Cthulhu, published by Chaosium, where unspeakable horrors lurk beneath the surface of our reality, challenge not only our minds, but our very sanity. We're spicing things up here using the pulp Cthulhu rules. So think of it as horror with a shot of adrenaline, more action, more heroics, and characters tough enough to take a punch from a Shoggoth and punch back. But I wouldn't suggest you guys do that. So what's the setting? We're heading down darker trails to the rugged landscape of the Old West. So just imagine dusty towns, gunslingers, and ancient eldritch mysteries hidden in the remote wilderness. It's a nice blend of Old West drama and Lovecraftian intrigue. So saddle on up. We're about to let our six-shooter scene as we face these dark trails together. Who knows what we'll uncover in the shadows of the Old West. And if you guys watched Session 0, available to patrons of our Patreon, you have a pretty good clue what we're going to be doing here soon. But if not, it's okay. We'll catch you up to the most important stuff, including introducing the cast here. So I want to thank you before we get started. Thanks for giving us a view or a listen. And this is GenrePlay. It's a spinoff of our podcast, GenreTainment. We currently have two different groups playing various games, and this group here is going to brave Call of Cthulhu. This game's been around since like 1981. It's based on the H.P. Lovecraft story set in the Cthulhu mythos and a lot of weird fiction that's sprung off of it since. And we're playing the 7th edition of the rules, and that system's called BRP, Basic Role Playing, which was originally used for Chaosium's fantasy game called Ruin Quest, which was published in 1978. So if you're doing the math here, they've been around a long time. Yeah. And and Ruin Quest was considered like the second most popular fantasy game for a long time. I bet you know which one was first. It starts with D.
Ends with Dad?
How'd you know? No. Well, anyway, history lesson's over. So beginneth the actual play. Just want to give some context for those people who may be not as well versed in this game system. So we're going to set the stage here. Before we introduce the characters, let's introduce the people a little bit real quick. And then we'll introduce the characters in story, if that's cool. So why don't we start off with Greg over there playing with a cowboy head.
I wasn't playing with my doll, sir. Yes, I'm Greg. I do things. I have an Art of the Roll channel that I haven't really been updating recently, but I have a channel there. I think I'm pointing at it, or I'm pointing exact wrong spot. That you can check out for all of my art stuff. Recently, I've been making music videos with the help of AI, so you can check that out. Yeah, that's about it. I like long walks on the beach, and not really. I hate going outside.
How about
Amen.
below you? Who's below you? Sandra?
Yep. Hi. My name is Sandra. I also do things. This is my first foray into Call of Cthulhu.
Same.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're learning together. Braving the madness and the shadows. So I don't have any socials. Kind of old school. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this character named Odessa.
She's off the grid.
Yeah, off the grid.
It's real easy, no West. Live off the grid.
Yeah.
All right,
Bunker
Julie.
towels like this.
Hi, I'm Julie, and I don't have a lot of socials, but I do co-host GenreTainment with Marx. So,
Hey, watch that finger. What's going on?
Marx. And anyway, that's about it. I don't have a lot of experience in role-playing games, so I'm going to be asking a lot of questions. Sorry.
No, go for it. Yeah, and I'm Marx Pyle. I co-founded Cabot Crossing Publishing, where we write up all sorts of books, and now we do actual plays, and of course the GenreTainment podcast. Yep, that's a little rabbit, or Cabot, I should say, that's jumping over there
Cabot.
at the corner. Yeah, which is a cat-rabbit hybrid, that totally exists in real life.
This is important.
Absolutely.
It's like something from Avatar,
Yeah,
The Last Airbender.
I know what you meant.
Not the blue people.
There are
Not the blue people. Not the
Not the
Navi.
blue ones.
So
Kid with the big arrow on his forehead.
And the cabbages.
Oh, I know. My
my
cabbage.
cabbage.
Platypus bears.
Yeah, the Netflix show was really good. The new live action, if you haven't watched it yet. So.
I
recommend
haven't
Why'd you,
yet.
you said
I
it
highly
with eyes
recommend it.
like,
No, it was very good.
It was
Okay.
very good. I highly
Okay.
recommend it.
I'll trust. I'll believe.
I probably won't watch.
That's okay. It's all right.
It won't
so,
hurt our feelings too badly.
so in Call of Cthulhu, the DM or GM is called the keeper of like arcane secrets or something. So I'm the
Of
keeper.
Eldritch Horrors?
Yes, it's correct. Yes,
That's
And-
horrors. I don't mean to say the other word in case it comes up.
No, that's a different game. So,
What have you been playing?
all of us are new to Call of Cthulhu. I mean, I'm familiar with Call of Cthulhu. I have GM'd Delta Green, which the players in the game actually, I think, lost sanity points in real life. So it's really
Yes, they
intense.
did. Forget about
Uh,
the characters. The people lost their sanity points playing that game.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
It could be scary. Yeah, so hopefully that won't happen to us. Hopefully not. If it does, it's recorded
Then
for
it's a good
everyone to
game.
see. Yeah. But we are new to it, and so we're gonna be like fumbling a little bit on the rules a little bit probably. We're gonna learn, figure it out as we go. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So let's get on into it. And get on started right over here. Pull up my notes. You guys are going to meet up here in a town called Sullivan's Way. It's by a canon by the name of Sullivan's Gap. Just so you know, it's near fictional area called San Rafael, which is like near the Texas, not too far from Texas and Mexico border. So,
Mexico place.
yeah, and you're in a saloon called the Golden Gulch Saloon. Why don't you introduce your characters as you tell us a little bit why you're in the saloon. I'm going to assume that none of you know each other yet, unless you
Okay.
surprise me. So why don't we start off? Let's say, just to give Anna Louise a nice dramatic entrance, let's have you go last. You can enter in the scene to the saloon, good old West style. So why don't we start off with Greg's character, and you introduce and tell us a little bit about your character, what you're doing here in Sullivan's Way.
Oh, right. At some table somewhere, he's talking to some, what might be considered poor louts sitting around a table listening to him talk about giving themselves to God and the importance of faith. He himself's name is Mc Gummery. He's a middle-aged, maybe a little older than middle-aged man with dark black hair, but with some white streaks through it. Wearing a black overcoat, white cotton shirt like this one. In his open coat, he has a prominent cross that hangs on a necklace, almost as though it's begged to be seen, not meant to be hidden. But he goes on and to these people and talking about how they have to support faith and all that kind of stuff, and subtly puts out his hat that in case they wanted to give a donation. But that's it for now.
Oh, why don't you share a picture if you don't mind for those people watching?
I was prepared for this.
And we'll do that for everybody else too, just so you know. Get a heads up.
All we have to do is hit stop cam and that'll show up.
Yeah.
That's true. You could do that, but I was just going to pull it up like this.
Yeah, let's make it a
there.
little bigger. There you go. So that's Mc Gummery. All right. Now, when we switch over to Sandra's character, you introduce us to your character, and why she's there, what she's doing.
All right. So, Miss Odessa Smithy, sitting at the bar, elbows back up on the bar, just looking and staring at the people, keep scanning the entire room. She's got burn marks and bite marks all over her forearms. She's been working hard. She's got a cigarette in one hand and just looking at the crowd, listening to this fool talk about faith and things unseen. She only believes in what's directly in front of her. To be sure, there might be some weird things out there, but she doesn't believe it till it's right there. But judging, hardcore judging, this Montgomery character.
Nice.
She's got her work apron on. She looks to be some kind of farrier.
Awesome. All right, Julie. Why don't you have your character dramatically walk in the saloon? Tell us.
Okay.
Describe her and tell us what she's there for.
Dramatically walks in. She's a gunslinger, so she's got a 6-shooter on each hip and a bullwhip, and she's smoking a cigar like she often is, especially when she comes into a saloon. And she's scanning the room as soon as she walks in for any kind of problems, any trouble, and doesn't see any, so she just walks in, bellies up to the bar, and orders a whiskey.
All right.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's great. You get a few looks at you. Some of them are a little bit like, some of them are like, It's an assortment.
My character confuses people wherever she goes.
Some people aren't sure what to think. Some people are like, interesting. And yeah. So you walk up, you're up to the bar. This guy comes up to you. He is, he's a burly man, and he's got a grizzled beard, a weathered hat, and before he turns around, he's got this booming laugh as he's talking to someone else, selling him some of the spirits, some alcohol. Turns around and comes to you and goes, "Well, hello there, ma'am. I'm Nate Callahan. What can I get you for today?"
I'd like some whiskey, please.
Oh, okay. You want and that's my middle name, by the way. I'm with people around here call me Whiskey.
All right, whiskey.
So, you want the good stuff or the so-so stuff, or the stuff that tastes like crap but gets you nice and drunk?
Why don't we split the difference? I'll take the so-so stuff.
Good choice. Good choice. Hold on, I'll get for you. As he's doing that, you're scanning the room, Anna Louise. You're seeing this Mc Gummery character over there doing his thing. And you don't really notice Odessa, or at least Odessa's kind of in the crowd a little bit right now. But you also know someone else. You know someone sitting off to another table. Someone that you got a wanted poster for. His name is Silas Blackjack McCall. Tall, lean, the weather-beaten face and piercing eyes as dark as midnight. He's wanted for He's wanted for a little murder and injured a sheriff. It's got a pretty
So you're
good
having
press
me
on
be a
his head.
bounty hunter here?
Well, you just know that you've seen the wanted posters, right?
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, you don't have to go for the bounty if you don't want to, but he's not a good guy.
Alrighty.
So you see him over there playing cards with some other people. And you want to do anything else? You want to? What do you want to do now? Whiskey gets pushed over in your direction.
I'm just gonna kind of soak in the atmosphere and drink my whiskey for now.
Why don't you do? Why doesn't everybody roll?
First roll.
First roll.
Got my D100.
I think it's called. Make sure I got my. Yeah, listen.
Hey, listen.
Listen.
Oh, that's the skill.
Listen.
I thought you were
Yes,
telling
the
us to
skill.
listen because you're about to say something.
Listen on up now. Roll your listen skill check.
There it is.
I gotta find it.
It's under there. You got a base
Roll it.
score.
There it is.
I rolled an 87, which is a failure.
All right.
I'm just continuing to talk to these people.
Hey, I rolled a 6, so I'm good.
Oh my god.
So we roll our percentile dice and then add the regular value to that.
Yeah, you should have. If you have points in it, it should show up. Otherwise, you have the base amount, which is I think 20%.
I think you roll
for-
percentile dice and you have to roll under it.
Oh yes, sorry.
Right.
You don't add anything to it. You just roll under.
You
whatever
just
your
have to
score
roll
is.
under that number.
Under that number. Oh.
Yeah, you
Okay.
want to roll low instead of high.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all right. I did not do that.
so for example, if you don't have any points and listen, the base amount it starts off as 20%. So and you see there's 3 different columns.
Mm-hmm.
The idea behind that is that if you're trying to do something that's kind of hard,
Mm-hmm.
it would be the second number.
Okay.
And if you're trying to do something like extreme, like it's almost impossible,
Almost impossible.
it'd be the
Okay.
third number.
Oh, I rolled a 90. I'm like, oh, 90 out of 100. That's great. No, it's not.
No, you want to roll
Okay.
below the number.
You're just
Okay.
paying too much attention to Montgomery because Montgomery rolled a 90 as well. So
Yeah. Montgomery's too busy talking to be listening.
I rolled a 6.
you got to give to the Lord, for he'll bring the miracles to make your life better.
I cannot get this guy's voice out of my brain. Oh my god.
So Julie, you wrote a 6, right? You said, and
Yes.
do you have any points in it? Like what's? or you
Yeah,
just
I've got
the
it.
base?
It's with 30.
Oh, okay. So what's your extreme? The third column.
6.
Okay,
Ooh.
so you hit your extreme. So you're listening great. You're totally absorbing the whole scene and what's going on. You know, you're hearing everything. And you hear like Nate Callahan when he turns back to some other people that he was talking to earlier that he was laughing to at the bar.
This is the bounty guy?
No, the
Bartender.
Nate Callahan, the bartender.
Oh, whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey. I'll call him whiskey
Oh,
for
yeah.
now. You hear him talking to some other people, and they are talking about some the Owens family and about how they haven't seen them for quite some time, and they're a little worried about what's going on. You catch something about a mine, and the worry that something may have happened to them. Not sure, but it catches your attention.
I'm sorry, something was popping up on my screen and was giving me fits. What was that last bit you said?
Something about a mine, something about the Owens brothers and not being seen for some time. Someone's worried about maybe something happened to them.
A
Some
mine.
chatter about that. Mhm.
Owens Brothers. Okay.
Yeah, you catch that. You catch that there's a gambling game going on with Blackjack over there. He seems to be doing quite well. And you can tell that at least one of the other people isn't very happy. Getting a little tense over there.
Is he playing blackjack?
Nope. Oddly
No.
enough, he's not.
They're probably playing Pharaoh. Pharaoh was the main game back then. You always see poker in the movies and on TV, but the main card game that people gambled with was Pharaoh.
Nice.
I need to get the more you learn sound effect.
I know. We're learning all sorts of stuff. So Montgomery seems to be doing fairly well. Why don't you roll fast talk, Montgomery? See if you're getting any money.
Fast talk.
Converting any people over.
I am great at this, not really. Do I have something for this? I have smooth talker, but I think that's for charm, not fast talk.
Yeah, fast talk is under the kind of like listen.
It's alphabetical.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
First column.
I failed with I rolled a 43. I needed a 25.
All right. Well, try smooth talker then. Fast talk's like trick somebody real fast. Smooth talker's going to take. You're working a long con.
If this were the games I'm used to playing, I'd get to roll again and add it. I rolled a 96. So I needed a 70, and I rolled a 96.
You're not doing great.
Shit, they're on to me.
Yeah. You're trying really hard. It just isn't quite working for some reason. So
He looks at his empty hat. It's like, damn it.
Aw. So Anna Louise, drinking that whiskey? Anything?
I'm just keeping my eye on what's his face from the wanted poster.
Okay. So a waitress, what they call them in saloons? A saloon girl, right?
Saloon girl.
You're
Yeah.
trying to get the wrong term.
Barmaid. That'll work.
Walks up to you, Odessa. She seems a little bit like she might have been crying, but she's trying to hide it. And she asks you if you need another drink.
I could do with another drink or two. Could you point me toward where the bathrooms are? I don't know where I'm going around here. So if I'm gonna try to get her to lead me to where it is. What? Huh? See if I can maybe get her by herself and ask
Okay, I
questions.
hear ya.
What? Huh?
Speak up,
Where? I'm pissed like a racehorse. Where are they?
She said, "Oh, I'll help you over there. You remind me of my grandmother."
Oh, thank you, sweetie.
Now I don't care about you anymore.
Oh, bless your heart.
She'll lead you to the restrooms. Do they have like proper restrooms or outhouses back in the day?
It would have been outside.
Something I've done research on about that. All right. So
Well, it depends on what time period this is.
Okay, so maybe it's an outhouse instead. But either way, we're outside.
yeah, I think it's 1870 or something after.
It would be outside.
Yeah, she'll lead you outside to go do your business.
Okay. So once we're outside, I would like
Make a deposit.
yeah, make a deposit. Well, girls can't go by themselves. Women can't go to the bathroom alone. You have to
It's not
take a
safe.
person. It's not safe.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah. So, I'll talk to her. Say, look, what's this pretty little thing like you so sad about? It's like, goodness, you got your face is puffier than milkweed pod. What's going on here? Whose horse do I need to hobble?
Oh, she's like, oh well, I don't want to burden you with my problems.
Burden away.
All right, but if you change your mind, you know where I am.
Well, I mean, you do remind me of my grandma.
Making a deposit.
I'll talk to you while you do your deposit.
Yeah, all right. So, thank you, dear. Like, so, Why don't you tell me a little bit more about your grandma?
Great sound effect.
Yes.
Just
So she's like, yeah, it's sorry.
I'm listening.
I didn't expect we were gonna go here with this. All right.
You kind of walked into it.
That's true. I did.
Right into the outhouse.
She goes, well, it's my sweetie Newt Parker. He's I'm afraid something might have happened to him.
Oh, goodness gracious. Good gravy. What makes you say that, honey?
Well, see, he works at this silver mine. It's up in the hills with the Owens brothers, Jim, Paul, and Elvin. You know, they've been doing really good. They've been getting a lot of silver coming in, and they normally come in, you know, every weekend. They send a couple of them here to town, and you know, Newt tries to come in every time to see me, but you know, we haven't seen him for a while. It's been a couple weeks. I'm afraid something might have happened to him.
All right. Does anybody usually just
Oh,
go out there very often? Like, might need more beans. Tell you what, when we go back inside, maybe some coffee.
yeah,
If
maybe.
you have luxuries out here.
Oh, we can get you some coffee for sure.
Nah, awful sweet.
Well, that's the problem. Is you want to keep the location of mine a little secret. He didn't even tell me exactly where it was at. It's up in the hills, 20 some odd miles from town. It's all we really know. You know, there's a lot of claim jumpers and folks that look and try to, you know, steal mines, so that they have to be really careful. I understand, but
Is anybody maybe tailing your bow, or maybe like somebody, did he have any enemies? Particular reasons why he was being very secretive about where it was, or just kind of like a general secretive? You have any rivalries that you know of?
not that I know of. I know he said they've spotted some people kind of creeping kind of close.
So I'm gonna come out of the outhouse immediately without washing my hands, because that don't exist out here.
Light a bubble gum.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one specific that I know. I mean, that's what I'm worried. You know, you hear stories about, claim jumpers, robbing mines or taking mines over, or, you got criminals and outlaws and who knows what out there.
I'm sure it isn't that mundane.
I'll tell you what, I'll keep my ears open. Until then, maybe find somebody better. Who's already got money spending it in the saloon here, dear. You gotta take care of yourself in the meantime. So whether he's okay or not, and he's not been here in a while, you gotta take care of yourself.
Well, Newt's a really good man. We're planning on maybe getting married someday once he gets enough silver. Sullivan's Way is a small town. There's not a lot of rich men. No. So,
all right.
So, but thanks. I'll keep it in mind. I think my grandma said something similar once.
Yeah, smart woman, smart lady. All right, I'd be using your head for more than a hat rack, I'm sure. But sure, you do what you gotta do, girlie. I gotta. How about we find out about some of that coffee? Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's get some coffee. All right, so as you're working to get back in, Anna, you're watching this blackjack dude, and this other guy is getting pretty upset. Kind of big, burly guy. Looks like maybe a farmer or something. And he kind of jumps up and goes, "You're cheating. You are cheating," and stuff. And he's got a gun, gun belt, right? And the blackjack guy is like, it's kind of just, shrugs a little bit and slowly starts to stand up. And it's like, "Are you sure you don't want to take those words back?" He kind of pulls his coat aside, his gun holster displayed. In Mc Gummery,
Do I hear all that happening?
Yeah, you hear it.
Oh, okay.
Probably everybody in the saloon hears it.
Everybody hears it. People start getting quiet. Some people start backing away a little bit.
Do I notice it being someone who might do something similar to what that guy's doing to cheat if he is? Do I notice any telltale signs that the guy is cheating? If I try to take a closer gander at him?
I'll say that you're, keeping him in the corner of your eye the whole time. Notice, I think it's called notice, or spot. Maybe it's spot. And, or gambling, whichever one you got highest in.
I got spot. Ooh, gambling. Do I have gambling? Spot hidden is much better. Oh my God. I rolled an 80. All I needed was a 70, but I didn't make it. A failure.
Can I roll to see if I was noticing too?
Sure.
Can I roll spot hidden?
Yeah, I doubt you have, unless you have good gambling.
Well, crap. I rolled an 85, but I needed to get below 75.
Oh, don't forget you have luck points.
wow.
Perhaps I should remind you
Oh.
of that. You do have luck
Is-
points you can use to boost up stuff when you feel it's important.
Were we supposed to roll it said on the cheat sheet you sent, roll the, at the beginning of the session, roll a D100 to see how many luck points we get? If we roll under, we only get D10 plus 5. If we roll over the luck, we get 2D10 plus 10. Or is that already factored in for the first session?
Well, you have your current luck points. But yeah, go ahead and row, and we'll add
I see
that
it.
to your starting.
Okay.
Let's do that so
Oh.
we can practice. Go ahead and
What
row.
What are we rolling? Just our usual 2 dice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're trying to row under. Wait, you have luck score?
I see it
Yeah.
at the top under magic points, I think, right? Or no, that's current.
Luck, I've got 60. Current.
Is that the same thing as the current?
Is that what I'm supposed to try? What am I supposed to try to roll here?
Row under your luck. Try that. Under
Under
current
my
luck.
Okay, I failed. I rolled an 85.
Oh, I did good. I rolled a 5.
Here you want a higher result, according to the cheat sheet.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I did
Oh.
bad. I rolled a 5.
Sorry.
Well, don't say sorry to me. I rolled an 85. That's great.
All right.
Yeah. So then you row. What was it you're looking at right now? What's the luck?
2D10 plus 10.
Yeah. So you add that, and then if you don't succeed, what do you get? It's like 1d10.
1D10 plus 5.
Okay. So
So my luck points just stay the same then, right?
no, go ahead. Add 1d10 plus 5 to your current luck. So luck is a fluid score. It will go up and down. That's why you
Wait,
can
1d10 plus what?
plus 5, right?
Okay, so I add another 10.
All right. So
15.
your starting's going to be,
So I'm going to be 70.
yeah.
I added 17.
So you want to keep track of your luck. Your luck score will go down as you use it.
So
That's
can
why-
I actually use that now?
If you want to, yeah.
I can add 10. I can use 10 luck points to make it a success to make it a 70 on spot hidden, which would match my normal success.
Yep.
Because I think it says 1 for 1, right?
It's 1 for 1, or you can spend 10 points to adjust a weapon fumble or malfunction. You got a few other things too that you can use it for. But that's the main thing to use it for, is like a 1 for 1 to boost up your roll, or adjust your skill roll.
So that means the success barely for spot hidden.
So yeah, he's cheating.
Oh, okay.
He's a
You'll
damn
just see
cheater.
My
anyone
character's
around
just
Montgomery.
Anna Louise
Yeah.
is just going to assume he's cheating because of who he is.
That's valid.
Sure. Gosh, gonna
Montgomery
profile
would
people.
say out loud in the area around him, not meaning to be here necessarily, just kind of like, "Yep, that guy's cheating."
So the farmer guy's like, "See, I told you." So you everybody do well. You're walking in this scene, Odessa. Why don't you roll? Everybody roll spy hidden. See how you do.
Spot.
Nope.
I
rolled a
got
six.
I rolled good.
Okay.
I rolled a 61, which is success.
I rolled a 9.
76.
You know, there's a whole like middle range of a D100.
But why do
Julie
that?
rolls very high or very low. One of
Yes,
the two.
I do.
And
I'm
did
either
you-
at like 9 or 90.
Yeah,
So you did really well, and Greg, you did
just enough
so-
to get normal success.
So just so you know, yeah. So whenever you tell me you have success, tell me if you got a regular, hard, or extreme.
I got
So
extreme.
Okay, just so I know, because sometimes there'll be adjustments, like when you're in combat and stuff like that. If you do really well, it can give you a bonus and stuff. All right, so Anna Louise catches an eye that not only is Blackjack kind of getting his gun hand ready to draw, but it looks like another table next over to him that someone else is kind of quietly pulling his handgun out underneath the table and eyeing the farmer guy. So you would assume this is a friend of Blackjack's.
Okay, well, I got quick draw.
Mhm.
So I'm going to draw on that guy drawing his gun under the table, and I'm just going to go. Nuh-uh.
All right, what's your dex? Plus 50, because when you have quick draw, you get a plus 50 by default.
Okay, my dex is 85. So, should I roll?
No, you don't roll anything. It's like the dex, and you also surprised him. So you surprise the guy, and he's like, "Oh," and he doesn't. He kind of freezes as you point at him.
Montgomery will get a whistle at that, seeing Anna Louise quick draw like that.
Mhm.
He'll just be like, "Woo!"
Gosh dang it. Here we go.
So Blackjack and this farmer are kind of squaring off, and whenever you do that to the other guy, Blackjack pulls out his gun like lightning and shoots the farmer guy before he can even pull his. Like the farmer guy starts to reach for his gun and starts to pull, but before he can even barely get it out there, Silas pulls his gun out and shoots him right in the head, and the farmer just goes stiff, falls backwards. People are like, everybody kind of scoots away. What do you guys do?
Oh, that's a damn shame.
Go through his pockets.
I was actually thinking about going up there. I was like, how brave is my guy?
Take his boots.
What are you gonna do, Anna Louise?
Well, I don't really want to get into a fight. I just wanted to make sure that this wasn't stacked against the guy. Although it was, because of Blackjack being such a low-down, dirty murderer.
All right, so Silas kind of looks at you and goes, "Do we have a problem?"
No
You got-
problem here. I holster my gun.
And he's like, "Oh, good." He kind of puts it back in his holster and goes, sits back down and goes, "So you all ready for another hand?"
Well, if he's not going to check, Montgomery will go over and be like, will go over and put his hands out and like do the proper gestures and be like, well, may God take his man's soul. And I'll pick him up and drag him out of the place. I'll give him a proper burial. And then see what he has on him.
Some people are like, "Oh, bless you."
Remember to support your local churches.
Just this ominous blood trail as you're scooting chairs out of the way. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna watch it all and
So you search his body outside?
Yeah.
so
right.
while he's doing that, I want to go take his horse.
I could take his horse.
Jesus. We're terrible.
Wow.
How do you know which horse is his?
Well, that's a good question. So depending on how much money they have on them, usually people will have things that match or attack that matches. If they don't, then a lot of things are often cherry rigged and whatnot. So
We can just put his body on each horse and see how they really act.
oh yeah, no, that's a lot of work. Yeah, I was gonna. Can I roll a perception or something?
Maybe investigate.
Investigate.
See if
Is
you
that a
can
thing in
piece. Maybe.
I don't have to investigate.
Let me take a look
It's a
at your
D&D
sheets.
thing.
Appraise?
Hold on 1 second. Let me look. What would be
Animal
the
handling?
Animal
best?
handling? Maybe
Plus
rip off
just
a
roll.
piece of the clothes, see if they can recognize the scent.
Always do a raw stat too, right?
Yeah, it's true. Could do a raw, maybe intelligence check. Let me glance over it real fast here.
Maybe track.
Track.
I don't know.
So, fun fact, I didn't realize that you can actually use horses to manhunt. So yeah, my mother is taking classes for equestrian search and rescue. It's terrifying.
Wow.
That's more fun to say. She's taking manhunting.
Yeah.
Just she and her horse on the trail, clearing it of humans. Ooh.
Chasing some guy. The guy keeps going. It was the one arm, one leg, one-eyed man.
One-armed man.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be maybe spot hidden, or what was any other ideas? I don't know about track. I don't think you're
I
able
don't think track would work.
No.
It's always the intelligence check, I guess.
Or let's do intelligence check. I think that's the best.
All right.
An idea row.
That would be a 70, but the intelligence is 85. So
Oh,
wow.
good.
cool.
All right. Piecing together his attire
You're one of them
And-
smart fellers.
and size of self, the kind of horse that would be required for, to be big enough to hold him. You got it down to about maybe 2 of the horses. You're not 100% sure which one it is.
All right.
Do I see this going on?
Yeah, she
So
she
take
got. I guess she walks out, looks them up and down, looks over the horses. You can kind of tell she's doing something.
All right.
While you're scavenging his pockets.
Yeah.
I'm just still inside drinking whiskey.
Like-
Montgomery would be like, well, now, you trying to take a dead man's horse?
I am merely trying to rescue this poor creature. It is so alone. It can't be by itself in this Wild West with no one to take care of him, and who is better situated to do that than a farrier? Look at these hooves. It needs in dire need of some love and tender care. I'm gonna rescue this creature.
That's a mighty fine purpose you got there. How about I do well, since you only care about the horse, if I can help you pinpoint which one it is, I get the stuff in it and you get the horse.
I think there's plenty of things for your church right there in his pockets right there. So
It's
why don't
purely
you...
for donation purposes.
Which church are you a part of? Name it.
The Church
Yeah,
of Christ.
yeah. What? No, is what I thought.
Oh, what do you
So-
think I was going to say? Latter-day Saints?
All right. So, I'll take
Can I try
that.
to see if I can help pinpointing which of the 2 it is? Here we go. Come on, don't roll high again. Well, I rolled high. I got a 73, but I have an 85 intelligence as well.
Maybe just go through the saddlebags too and see if there's anything identifying in there.
So you have a passport.
So you, Montgomery, you nailed down which horse you think it is. Odessa, you're looking through one of the, you're looking at, do a look roll.
A luck roll?
Yeah.
All right.
In this case, trying
to
to
see which one.
see which horse she's looking at.
So luck roll would be, so I'm rolling under the current.
Yeah, just do that. That's a good number.
29 under 80.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, you picked the right horse. So it seems to be as you're looking through, you're seeing stuff you would expect a farmer maybe to have. A little bit of some tools and such.
Oh, yeah. Looky here. You poor thing. I'm going to make sure you're taken care of. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. We're such a good horsey. Bring it to your name.
Roll your animal handling.
14 out of 40.
Oh, yeah. Or it's like, or what was that? Whatever I'm trying to...
Horsey. Who's a good horsey?
What were you trying to do?
I don't know what I
The
was trying
horse
to do.
scene, like, unless it's Mr. Ed. Hello.
He's like, hello, how's it going?
Sanity
Let me
point.
talk-
Sanity.
Have you heard the Call of Cthulhu?
Have you heard the good word?
No, yeah, the horse seems to like you.
All right. We're going to come up with a name for this cutie, but in a little bit.
All right,
He'll
and then
tell me what his name is.
and Montgomery
Mm-hmm.
with the farmer body, he's got his gun. It's a well used gun, 6-shooter, and yeah, and then he's got like $3 on him, not a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, enough to pay for some drinks.
I just have to find where money is on this sheet.
At the bottom? Very bottom.
Oh,
It's
there
under
it is,
wealth.
the second page.
Yeah, under wealth at the very bottom.
Yeah, you should already have some cash, some spending level on there. So that's what you found so far. So Anna, as you're sitting there drinking your
Anna Louise.
Anna Louise, so you're drinking your whiskey over there. Whiskey comes over to you and goes, yeah, you handle that gun really good there. You're a gunslinger, gunfighter.
I sure am.
Wow. I wonder, are you for hire by chance?
I usually am.
I tell you, there's the Owens brothers. I don't know if you've heard of them, if you're new here, but the news of the town is that they've been missing for a couple weeks. Usually they visit every weekend. At least a couple of them do. They spend pretty good money around here. They usually come down to the bank and put in their account anywhere from $50 to $200 worth of silver every week. Purchase supplies, purchase some drinks, some entertainment, creation over here. They're good business people and good people overall. Good folks. I'm a little worried about them. Hetty there, and she points to that girl that Odessa talked to before. She's worried about her boyfriend there. He's also missing. And anyway, if you would maybe go out there and see if they're okay, bring them back.
You know where this mine happens to be?
Well, that's the thing. You don't usually want people to know where your mine's at, especially if it's doing well, because out here, somebody might ambush you or something, take it for themselves. I know it's about 20 or so miles away. I got the general idea. It's over in Sullivan's Gap in the hills. Enough to get you started, at least. I know it's not super easy, but I give you $10 to do it. If you want to, if they're in trouble, barring just something regular like like a avalanche or something, but they're trouble with people with guns, you might want to bring on a few more people. If you do, I'll pay them each $10 each. If you got some other people that want to go with you, but I can point you in the right direction, get you another drink on the house, and I think I'd mighty appreciate it. I know Hetty there appreciate it. Maybe you could save. If something's gone wrong, maybe they got injured and they got stuck or something. Who knows? Maybe they're under fire from bandits over across the border or on this side of the border. Who knows? Out here.
Yeah, sure. I don't have a job lined up right now.
Ah, excellent. Well, here, I'm gonna get you one glass of the good whiskey.
Well, thank you.
Gives it to you. Yeah. You might want to go look around, see if you can pick out a few more people to go with you, just in case. You don't want to get outnumbered, in case there is some problems.
Alrighty. I guess I'll start scanning the bar to see who I might want to hire to go along with me.
Did Mc Gummery, is it well known that the guy's wanted, or is that just something that Anna Louise is particularly mindful of?
Well, she's more mindful of it than most people. I would say roll a law, or I feel like there's another skill that's equivalent or useful.
I hope so, because my law is a 5.
Yeah, mine too.
You could do a no roll.
That's education, right?
Yeah. Maybe make it make it hard since it's more specialized.
Here we go. Ah, so close. Do I want to make it hit? I'm 8 away. I would need a 30. I rolled a 38. Why not? I'll go ahead and use 8 luck points and make it a success. A hard success. Okay. And I'll go up to Odessa and now say, now, did you see that woman up at the bar right there? She put out that gun real fast, like. You know what I'm saying?
I'll lean over. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I see her. That was pretty slick. Just, yeah.
Now, I happen to know that guy's wanted in there, Nate Callahan. And, that's the bartender. I mean, Salas Blackjack, his name. Forget his last name. But, I bet we could get that woman over there and maybe convince her to help us get that person, maybe shoot him up a bit and get a reward.
Is he worth more dead or alive?
Do I remember?
It's the same.
Same.
Same either way. Makes it easier.
It's about $60 actually. He's wanted for.
Maybe we could appeal to her kinder nature, because she did warn that gentleman first with a. Maybe if we appeal to her kinder nature, she'd be more inclined to keep him alive and require our services.
Because otherwise she could just shoot him herself.
She could kill him all by her onesie.
That's probably true. Yeah, all right. I like the way you think. Do you wanna ask her, or shall I? You had that whole woman thing.
I was hoping it wasn't talking about the restroom.
You know what? I think so. If I talk to her one-on-one, little girls out to the outhouse, maybe everything will come out all right.
Make what come out all right?
Yeah. Where's that coffee?
Well,
Is-
Yeah, maybe you should head that up.
All right, so we'll walk back inside,
Okay.
and I'll lead the way, and where I see um, Anna Louise speaking to the was it the bartender she was speaking to, Callahan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Whiskey.
And
I just
see-
remember his name is Whiskey. That's all I can
We'll just
remember.
go by whiskey.
so she's speaking to Whiskey, and I see him pointing to the girl, the barmaid that I was just speaking to. And so I'll meander over and see and say, "Evening, folks. I hear you're you're talking about something. Does it happen to have anything to do with that kind little sweetheart over there? She excellent service earlier, but she seemed to be in a bit of a spot. I wasn't quite sure what could be done to help brighten her day. Can I help in any way? She mentioned that somebody was going missing, someone very dear to her, and I wondered if maybe you were not planning some kind of expedition to put a smile back on that pretty gal's face."
As it happens, I just took a job gonna go look for that mine and her sweetheart.
"Oh, aren't you such a dear? How sweet of you. I bet you could do that all by yourself. It's quick draw like you. But it's such a long ways away." She said upward of 27, 28, 29 miles. I mean, sure, are you going on foot, or do you have some kind of horse situation?
Oh, I got my horse.
You got your horse. Well, that's good. Because rock around here is real hard on hooves, and your animals might need some tending to. And I just happen to have a spare horse to help load up materials and whatnot on there. If you think this will be a extended type of expedition, so I think if you'd be partial to the idea, maybe I could go with you, along with my
And
accompaniment.
you might need someone to put
Carry
the
my
bodies to rest. Worst case scenario.
I love your optimism.
It's a
Yeah,
rocky
it's a tough
soil.
world out there.
I look at Whiskey and I say, I guess I found my crew.
Yeah, he looks at this older woman and this holy man. It's like, okay. Well, you bring them back. It's $10 each of you. I'll give you, or a night's recreation if you choose. Although Mc Gummery probably would enjoy that more. This establishment, but So also, of course, they got silver. Maybe they can award you a little silver. Who knows?
Oh, I'm planning on it.
Oh wait, this is a silver mine?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm glad I'm going.
Do you say that?
I didn't look around and say, I mean, to help those kind souls.
It's like, yeah. So, but yeah. Besides giving Hetty there a little tip, if you don't mind, ma'am, she would mighty appreciate if she get her sweetheart back. Newt Parker is his name. Hope he's okay. Hopefully all of them are okay.
I wrote down Nude Parker. That's not right.
Nude Parker.
If and what they be okay, we'll bring them back. And something I think with this rescue attempt, should they be injured and needing brought back, I don't think anybody might mind too much if I were to take that dead farmer's horse. For the rescue mission, of course. I don't think anybody would mind that. Now, would they?
Yeah, I think that'd be okay if the sheriff asks. I'll tell him that you had to Borrow the horse.
commandeered for a higher purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, that farmer guy's a complete asshole, so I don't care.
Okay then.
Montgomery's actually a little surprised that you even asked.
I gotta come back sometime. Maybe.
Montgomery
Yeah,
doesn't think that
do you
far in the
live
future.
there, or are you visiting
I
this
don't know.
place? Yeah, I mean Montgomery. This is obviously not his hometown, but I didn't think about that for Odessa.
I'm around, but not this particular.
Well, all right then. So, you're all gonna head off to Sullivan's Gap. Are you heading out now, or are you gonna wait? Head out now.
No time like the present.
Is it
What
early
time
enough?
It's around noonish.
I finished my whiskey first.
It's the good
Oh,
stuff.
of course, you gotta do that. So, if you head off on the road, everybody's got horses, right? And an extra one from the farmer. Is that right?
I get on top of Mr. Ed.
Is that your name of your horse? Yeah. What's the name of your horses?
I forgot, but yes, I wrote that down on my sheet.
Mark my words, Mr. Ed's gonna be famous someday.
Some people say he's a talking horse. Those people have been tripping.
Maybe your horse can do like it makes some kind of noise that sounds like hello or something, and you're like, yeah,
It sounds
horse
like
talks.
"Meh."
Yeah, I obviously cannot do horse sounds today.
How are you?
Let's see. I think my existing horse, regular riding horse, name it Wingnut.
Wingnut. Oh, that's hilarious. That actually
That just happens to be.
Yeah, there's another game we're playing where there's a character named Wingnut.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Okay.
How about that?
It's
Wingnut.
Easter egg for those of you watching the other group.
Yeah.
What about you, Anna Louise? What's the name of your horse?
I don't know.
That's a good name.
I guess I'll go with Scout.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right.
He's a good tracking horse.
Mr. Ed, Wingnut, and Scout. And
Should've
we
called him
can call the
Roach.
farmer horse.
We're gonna name the farmer horse. Guess what?
Guess what?
Horse
Yeah.
butt.
Okay.
That's just a temporary placeholder at the moment. We'll come up with something better later.
All right.
The
all
horse
right.
butt's a place.
All right.
All right. So you guys leave town. You're a few hours outside of town. Sullivan's Gap is kind of a rough region of cliffs and crags and gullies, and it's narrow, steep pathways climb into the hills. Once you get going, a few hours out, two ideas come to mind trying to find this place. One might be, it's a pretty obvious one. Try to see if you can find some tracks, right? Another one that maybe not comes to you is you could maybe use science geology or a science type role to see if you can figure out a good spot for a silver deposit. So
Where's science? I don't see.
I'm looking for that. There's archaeology.
Just study of people. That's anthropology.
Yeah, anthropology. Yeah, there's Oh, that's anthropology, right? No, but there's also archaeology. Yeah.
Yeah, there's archaeology there too.
there's a science one. It's underneath rope use. It's blank if you don't have anything in it.
Roll.
I suspect none of you do. Maybe Odessa could. Or,
Okay. I see science now. It's
Oh,
I
see
got
it.
nothing.
Yeah, okay.
or Odessa might be able to convince me something kind of close that maybe.
I'm gonna look for trails or signs of animals coming through here.
Yeah.
Eating,
So
munched on vegetation, tracks.
yeah. So let's all try track. How about that? I think that's going to be the best for this particular group.
Oh,
Right. I've been practicing rolling.
no,
I
no.
succeeded.
I rolled too high.
I needed a 25 and I rolled an 18.
I needed a
Success.
10
Oh,
and I rolled a 77.
do I have the best at 25?
I rolled a 61. I rolled
Oh,
too
well.
high.
So only success was Montgomery, right? Is a normal
Montgomery with an
success?
18. It's just a normal success.
Okay.
I would need a 12 for a better success.
So what you notice is that you see tracks of various travelers through Sullivan's Gap, most on horseback, some afoot. Notable among these is footprints is a lone walker, well-worn boots. Actually left many prints. It looks like up and down the gap recently.
Up
That's
and down
about the only
gap.
thing that really stands out to you.
Well, that
Up and
could
down the
have been
gap.
them, because they've been gone for several weeks, but it could have been whoever has. I don't know.
What's the gap?
Oh, and keep in mind, you could use luck points if you want to get a better success. I don't know how
Oh,
much
that's true.
difference
I
it is.
could.
Yeah.
So
'Cause I'm
also,
only 6 away from getting critical success. Or
can you describe to us how wide Sullivan's Gap is?
oh, that's what the gap.
How wide
I'm gonna
it
go
is?
ahead and
It's
I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Actually, I'm gonna
It's like
use
Is it like single file, horse by horse by horse? Is it like ambush size?
it's a canyon, and the trail itself is maybe big enough for 2 horses on each side. The nice worn trail. Yeah.
Okay.
So sorry, Montgomery, what'd you get? Normal, hard, extreme.
hard success because I used 6 lux points. That's all I
Okay.
needed.
You track. Why don't you do a luck roll for me?
Well, that's a bit low right now.
It's all right. We all run out of luck sometime.
It's at 53 now. But I rolled a 14. So that's, if it matters, that's a hard success, I think.
You see 2 different tracks that stand out to you. You see tracks of what looks like a large mountain lion. And then you see tracks, what looks like a group of 4 mules heading into the hills. These kind of stand out to you. So that's about it so far. Only
Well,
these
I
3
think we
kinds of
followed
tracks.
the mules.
Sounds like
Follow
a
the
plan.
mules. All right.
The nose knows.
So you head off. This tracking takes you, as you search around, it takes about an hour or so to do. It's not easy for you to get that figured out.
Oh, okay.
So you start following those mules, and as you're going along, you start hearing somebody like talking, and you can't really quite make it out, but someone's talking up over like a little ridge area that you haven't quite turned around to yet to see them.
I put it in my hand. Is this what you do? I don't know. And I'll pull the horse close to the rest of them, and I think I hear someone around the bend up there.
All right.
If you'd like, I could go sneaky like, go look what it is.
Well, I can be all sneaky like and go also. Let's do that. Let's sneak in a little closer. See
All
what
right,
there
I
is.
get off the horse.
Tie the horses to the nearest, I guess, scrub brush or tree or
Yeah.
Tie it to a
Okay.
tumbleweed. Come on.
Try to avoid that one.
right.
You want to roll stealth.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Ugh,
21.
rolling crap.
40.
Wow.
I rolled a 62, but I only need 75.
I rolled a 60, but my stealth is bad. It's only 35, so I'm not stealthy.
Okay, so it's a failure for Anna Louise, and for the other 2 of you, is it regular success or hard or extreme?
Regular success for me.
Regular.
So Anna Louise tries to go, and you're like tripping over rocks, and you're making some noise. You're not used to sneaking around. You're used to
Straight out fight.
straight out fighting. Do you continue to go with them, or are you going to hold back and let them go ahead?
I think I'll hold back.
Okay, so you two continue going ahead. Yeah.
If we make a noise like a dying human, you better come up.
Do you draw any weapons or no?
Yeah, I'll draw my
Yeah.
my Smith and Wesson.
Just so you know, in this system, if you have your weapon drawn, unless you have quick draw, it gives you a bonus to your initiative. If you don't, then you don't have a bonus. So
Okay. Yeah, I'll have it out.
Go ahead and draw it. Yeah.
okay. All right, you come around and peek around over that ridge, and you see an odd sight. You see this guy kind of going back and forth, pacing, kind of talking and yelling to himself. And he's dressed up in he's like wearing some kind of old conquistador armor. Walking back and forth. And he's like talking to himself, yelling and barking out stuff. Do any of you, what languages do you guys know?
I'm sure that's on here somewhere.
Anything? Do you know anything besides English? Do you
No
remember?
other.
I only know
one
native.
other.
We picked native of some sort for me.
Go ahead and roll just to give you a chance, at least a 10% chance, and see what you get.
I rolled a 4.
Oh, wow.
All right. I thought I knew a language, though. I don't see it on the character sheet.
I mean, you all by default know at least English. So because it's related to English, at least, you're able to tell. You can't really quite understand what he's saying, but you hear they speaking German. Mc Gummery.
German. Okay.
Deutsch. Er
Speaking
spricht
die
Deutsch.
A conquistador?
Conquistador speaking
Conquistador.
Deutsch.
What
Sehr
is
interessant.
Well, he just plumb off his rocker.
I don't even
What's
see
he
languages.
doing all the way out here? Is he the only one?
Do you know what he do you know German?
I must say I do not.
I don't think any of us picked German as another language for this.
I can't find where languages are. Do you guys remember where languages are?
It's after jump.
Oh, it's on the sheet. It's under
Yeah,
skills.
Yeah, it's a
that's right.
skill. Works like their skills.
Okay. I know English. Kind of. Well, that can't be good. I say we watch him for a couple more minutes, see what he does.
All right, I've got a pretty decent score in psychology.
That's what I was just thinking about.
I don't.
So I want to use my psychology to kind of read his body language and find out maybe what he's feeling, even if I don't know what he's saying.
Sure, go for it.
Nope, no idea.
Mm.
Not even
Yeah.
close.
You gonna try Montgomery?
Sure. I have to roll under a 10. I did not. I rolled a 96.
Hey, why don't you go on out there and say hi to him?
All right. Well, just have your gun ready. I'll put mine away so it doesn't look too threatening.
Okay.
So I'll holster my gun, and then
Not
I'll
like
go out with.
through that armor anyway.
Hey, do you know if they worship Christ over in Germany?
No, afraid not. They worship Luther, looters.
That's where
Oh, that's right.
Protestantism began, was in
That's where it
Germany.
began. That's true.
hmm
Uh,
And about
Luther's
this
one of my heroes.
popular for a couple centuries by now.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna approach him,
I'm going to
Montgomery?
approach him with my hands kind of out and say, well, howdy there. Are you in trouble or something? Need some help? You looking a little agitated.
You holstered your gun, right? Or you still have your gun out? Okay.
No, I holstered it.
He looks at you and starts yelling off in German something. I'll put it in a private chat and have Julie read it. Do not translate it, although it's probably terrible. Because the translation wasn't in the game, but I tried to make something for you.
Julie knows.
I mean,
Well,
it's
Julie's German is very rusty. I'm not going to be able to get it.
Well, but don't
Okay.
translate it for them. Just read it out loud because I'll butcher it if I try to read it.
Oh. Oh my God, this is a lot.
But say it with a German accent.
Ich bin
Like a
Kapitän
man.
Rudolf Zimmer, deiner Ihre Majestäten König Ferdinand und Königin Isabella von Spanien. Ich nehme dieses Land im Namen Ihrer Majestäten und Anspruch und fordere, dass ihr mir Nahrung und Wasser bringt, sowie alle anderen Reichtümer und, oh good Lord, Wertgegenstände, mit denen ihr die Gunst Gottes und Spaniens erkaufen möchtet. Höret mich, ihr Wilden, ich fordere eure Unterwerfung im Namen Spaniens, handelt schnell oder Gottes Schwert wird eure sterbliche Seele von eurem physician Körper tray, and it cut off.
So first off, Greg, can you
don't want me to say what the first part of it is because I can translate the first part.
All right, I'll let you translate the first part, and we'll just say that Montgomery would know. You've seen enough Germans, or met enough Germans. You know a few basic words.
I am Captain Rudolf Zimmer.
Okay.
Your for the Majesty King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella from Spain. I name this
Spain?
land
Okay.
in the name of the Majesty. And I don't know the rest of it.
I don't want to know too much anyway.
And you make out enough of your German roll, because you did really well, actually. Enough to know that there's something in there. He says real emphasis with food and water.
Oh, okay.
He does look very worn down and tired, and yeah, and he does have like a rusty old sword in the sheath there too.
Oh.
The armor.
I see water, but I don't see food.
I mean, it's not a
It don't
perfect
matter.
translation.
Right next
so.
to the Wiener Schnitzel.
Das ihr mir Nahrung und Wasser bringt.
My hand's still out. I'll say, well, do you know English?
He just responds something in German.
Yeah. I'll be like, I'll wave toward him and hold up my water skin. Or what do the people use? Do they still use water skins at this time? I don't know.
They got canteen.
Canteen. I hold up my canteen and wave him towards me and start walking back towards the group.
Okay, he comes up very confidently to you and tries to swipe the canteen, start drinking.
Okay, I'll let him have it.
Okay.
Why is he claiming it for Spain if he's speaking in German?
That is weird.
He starts just down in the water,
King
pouring over his mouth, down
say-
the breastplate,
I'll kind of hold him and be like, wait.
and he kind of pulls away.
It was
He's-
slow now.
He's down it all the water. Unless you stop him, he's gonna just down it all.
I'll try to stop him actually and just like grab it and take it from him. Not threatening, just kind of like.
Do a.
I'm trying to do more like a persuasion type grab where it's just like you grab it and you're like, like, can I take it back, please? You're taking too much.
Do like
Animal handling.
no, like a brawl or something. Row, and you're not actually fighting, but you're trying to grab and pull it away from him. So
Okay. Oh, I rolled a 15. I needed 25 because I'm not the best at rolling. Not quite a hard success.
yeah, he gets a roll too. He does terrible. You take it from him. You pull it
I
away
just put
from
my hand like hold off.
and hear him again yell something in German about food and water.
Okay. I think we got food. We probably took supplies.
I'm sure I got some beans around here somewhere, maybe. But do we keep track of rations?
We hadn't.
Yeah. What do we do for rations in this game? Or do we bother with that?
Just keep a loose note of what you have currently, just in case.
Well, I don't got anything.
Well, I mean, just some real, like a canteen or two of water, some basic food you would have with you. Just write that down.
Okay. How many rations would you say we have?
Like meals per day, worth food, you mean?
Yeah.
Let's give it 3 days worth of food if you stretched out. How about that?
Okay, because we weren't sure. We thought it was only 20 miles, but we knew we had to search around a bit, so that's probably all right.
All right.
All right. Well,
I'll give him a raw potato.
Some raw potato.
They're edible. It's not great. They're starchy, but it's edible.
should we
I've eaten
crack
raw
open
potato.
Yeah.
Really? I thought that was unhealthy. Like, not a good thing to do.
Well, I didn't like
no?
eat it like an apple, but like, when cutting up potatoes, I've eaten some.
Yeah, you just bite it. I've eaten half a raw potato before. It's crunchy, starchy, but much better baked. But
So
yeah.
should we crack open a can of beans, maybe? Set up a little cooking pit? I don't know. What time of day is it?
Well, it took you at least a couple hours, and then you took another hour or so for tracking, and then I'd say at least another hour since then. It's been 4 or 5 hours, yeah. So it's going to be about close to 5 o'clock, yeah.
We could strike camp.
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea.
All right. And I'll show him that or take out like a cooking pot. You know what a cooking pot is?
Put it on your head.
Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. That way you can like.
He just doesn't quite understand what we're saying.
He what?
It's like 9.
This guy.
All right. So start up a fire, and in this tiny little canyon that's only 2 horses wide.
The trail part of it is.
Oh, the trail part of it.
Yeah. Because you know how like canyons usually, like in the Grand Canyon itself, you got this trail that goes up and around.
Okay.
And all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go smooth out some dirt, take a stick, and start trying to draw something to him, and show him, and draw like a line, some mountains. Draw a line going through the little gap in the mountains, and then a little loop, little curve with a little cave entrance, and kind of point at all of us and point at the map.
Okay. Try a language roll. And he'll try a language roll.
Language. So I just use English?
No, sorry. Do like I'll give you the 10%.
Oh, no.
Because it's like, there's some English words in German.
I rolled a 3.
Wow, okay. So he seems to understand you're talking about entrance to a cave, right?
Yeah. That we're going towards a cave.
So he asks a question in German, and you make out enough that the word lion is in there.
Lion? Lion?
Mm-hmm. He's like, da, 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 like a question, and the words lion you make out in it.
Could he be speaking about the tracks that we saw earlier?
Or he's asking if it's a lion in a cave?
Like Daniel in the lion's den.
Maybe he thinks we're doing a big game hunt.
Remember, when you did the tracks, you did see mountain lion tracks, large mountain lion.
Yeah. I'll draw the track on the ground and be like, point at that. Like the lion track I saw.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, yeah, points at it and nods. Yeah.
Okay. I'll point at the cave entrance I made, and I'll take out a few silver coins. Kind of rub them together and point.
He tries to grab them from you.
How much is the silver coin worth?
Are you gonna have to roll brawl again?
Are they silver dollars?
Coins?
Silver dollar. Yeah, I don't really know what the change is and stuff. They talk in here about dollars, but I'm not sure what the changes in that time period.
If it's only like a few dollars, I'll let them have it.
Oh, you do really? Okay,
I'll get it back later.
He takes it from you. It's like doing that.
Interesting. Where does he put it?
He puts it in his breastplate armor in there somewhere.
Oh, God,
It's like a
gonna be hard
piggy
to get
bank.
later.
You just put it in the slot. Ding, 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 ding.
Ching.
Yeah.
He pulls out his sword and he's like.
Mc Gummery makes a mental note. That's going to be hard to get later.
Yeah.
You want
At
the
least I
can
didn't say he put it in his pants. He puts it around his crotch.
We'd opened up that can of beans. I'm just gonna hand you the can opener and be like, you might need this later.
Yeah, okay. But anyways, I point at the cave and point at. I'm not going to take out more silver. He'll take it. I'll do the same motion with the coins, but without the coins. And I'll point at him. I'll point at him and kind of give the question.
Point at him. Point at.
Like, I point at us, point to the cave, kind of do the money thing, and then point at him and do the question.
He seems confused, and he says, "Lion." There's something about lying again.
Well, shit. I think he wants a lion.
Kind of shakes his head and says something about lying.
I look towards Anna Louise and Odessa, and I say, I think something about a lion. He wants something to kill the lion or track the lion.
There may be a lion at that cave that you're asking about. Now that cave may be the mine, it may not, but there's definitely a lion around here. We have confirmed. So maybe that's what cleared out and delayed our boys. Yeah. So I say we kill the lion because odds are we're gonna be coming up against it sooner or later anyway.
So you think I should track the lion tracks instead of the mule tracks? I got an idea.
No, I would say
think of
go
this.
with the mule tracks.
Well, let me see something about this man. And I go back to him. I make the money. I take out one more silver. And I show it to him. But I hold it tightly in my fingers. And I point at us, right? And I like cross out the lion track I made on the ground. And I point at him and point at the silver and point at us.
Are you saying anything too?
I have no
I'll
idea
say,
what either.
I don't actually know
Yeah,
in real
I'm
life what you're
figure out
trying to say.
say.
I'll say, while I'm doing it, I'll be talking to it. I'll say, we kill the lion and you pay us.
Row language on that.
The 10% or my English?
Not English.
Yeah.
Definitely not English.
The 10%. Let's just see how well you do.
Fail. I rolled a 44,
Okay. You've been doing really
which
well.
is
in your
also under my English. Sorry, it's over my English.
Yeah, he's just kind of like confused. And starts eating beans.
Oh boy, that guy's gonna be a tootin'.
Yep.
Magical fruit.
I kind of go, I don't know. You guys got any idea what this fella here? I don't really see us getting anywhere. I think he wants to kill the lion, track the lion. I don't know.
I don't know. I say we maybe we settle down for the night, and then one of us keeps a watch.
Yeah.
We'll take
and
turns.
see what happens. Yes, taking turns. Good idea.
That's a good idea. Maybe I can get my coin. Yeah, I'll be sure to take watch one of these watches. Mm-hmm.
Don't lose my can opener now.
He wakes up with like a perfect circle.
So each one of your watches, let's do a listen.
Should we take turns?
Yeah, whatever order you go in.
I heard nothing.
Okay, I did good. I rolled under my listen.
Okay.
I did real bad. I rolled a 93.
All right. So two of
You
you
only
don't
need
hear
50.
hear squat.
But does my watch happen before or after something's going to happen here?
Well,
Because I didn't want to get.
tell me what order you're in. Or what do you mean? Well, tell me the order you're going to do.
I was
I
going
would
to
have been
take
eager.
first watch.
Okay, I would have went second.
All right.
I'll be third.
So you hear Anna Louise as you hear in the distance what sounds like a mountain lion noises, roaring or sounds echoing out there. Otherwise, it's normal sounds. And who's next?
Oh, that would be Mc Gummery.
And you warned Montgomery that you heard noises of a mountain lion.
I heard nothing. I rolled a 93 because I am concentrated on getting those coins back. So I'm going to go up to the sleeping guy.
Okay. Now he's sleeping there, but he's like going, he's talking in his sleep and stuff and jerking around, moving and stuff. Saying stuff in German. So you're going to do, maybe it's stealth, but let me look and see what options we got here.
We got sleight of hand.
Oh, do they have sleight of hand in this game too?
Yeah, sleight of hand is one of them.
I wasn't sure. Okay,
Sleight
great.
of hand in. I'm sorry. Where did the coin go? You said the cod piece.
Nah, it's in his chest. If I thought about it,
God,
I would have totally put it there. Maybe he moved it. Let me wait. Roll your luck. Let's see what happens.
Oh no!
He put it here, and all you hear is like a ding, ding, ding in his cod piece.
Just roll your luck. See what happens.
I have a 53 luck, but
Okay.
I rolled a 97.
All right.
Oh, yes, the 97.
So before he went to bed, you're watching him and stuff. You see him get those coins and then like pull his pants off or up, whatever, and put it down in his crotch area for safekeeping.
In his pouch.
It's crotch pouch.
As one does.
So it'll be a hard success you'll need to get into that.
Well, depending on the dream, it might be a different type of hard success. I'm going to
Sleight of hand. Don't blow it.
I'm gonna go. My hands are gonna ring together a little bit, and I'm gonna go back to my watch.
He decides not worth the risk.
It's not worth the contamination.
Okay. Well, you hear nothing on your watch.
No, I really don't.
All right. Now, Odessa, on your turn, do you do anything else besides watch?
I'm gonna go for those coins.
Okay. It's a hard success you'll need for sleight of hand.
Hard success.
As you come up there to him, he's moving around, and he just suddenly...
It's the middle number.
I'm gonna try rolling.
It's you gave him beans, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I would have gotten it. I rolled a 31. I only needed a 31.
Well,
Damn.
you didn't.
Oh, well.
You didn't try.
Didn't do it.
No.
I
Here we go.
cheesed out.
You dream
There's a
about
cheese on those coins.
succeeding,
I know.
but
It's a 36. I didn't succeed at all.
you did not succeed. All right, so you try to reach in there, and he suddenly wakes up, and pulls his sword out, his rusty
my.
sword, and looks at you and he goes, "Oh, and says,
Now you got to commit.
Deutsch and I don't know. I can speak German, but sounds very like suggestive.
Oh, Fräulein.
He's like, don't do something wiener? I don't know.
Grabbing wiener.
Schnitzel,
Oh,
Schnitzel?
a bratwurst.
Oh gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna persuasion, but just like wink but walk away.
Okay.
All right.
Or charm could work too. Either one.
Charm. I have charm. Oh, I have no charm.
Okay.
Okay. So in a non-charming but very, very persuasive way, I'm like, I've got to watch. Watch.
It's going to be really tough, but I've got to avoid temptation.
I know. Right? Oh, thank goodness. All right, so that's a 19. That is a that's a success, but it's like the middle success.
So hard success, yeah.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, he's like, oh, 9. Oh, he kind of rolls over, just his pants with a little jingle, and then starts to go back to sleep. Oh, puts the sword back in, of course.
So I guess that was the shift change, so that, because I was trying to flex on you, not being able to. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go back to my watch.
I can't wait to get the sidekick in the group and see how she
Howard.
thinks about this. All right. So the morning sun rises and it is now day. What are you guys gonna do?
I say we keep looking at the mule tracks so we can try to find the mine.
So what you say that to them, Anna Louise?
Yeah, that's what I say.
What do you say, Odessa?
I think that's a right good idea. Let's follow those mule tracks and see where they may lead. Maybe it leads to something interesting.
So Rudolph
Whoa. What
Zimmer
do we do about this guy?
sort of goes, hey, whatever, I don't know. I'm terrible at German. Says something. A wave.
You really are terrible at
I'm
German.
terrible at German.
So I say what?
Confirmed.
That's why I didn't try to say it, because I think it would be insulting if I tried to speak it, pronounce it.
Why don't we bring this charming fella along with us? We do have an extra horse, by the way.
Well, he starts to walk off away, back to where you came from. He starts kind of marching off.
Like towards the town or towards where
town.
we found him? Okay.
Farewell.
Ah, good riddance.
He looks at you, Odessa, and gives a little wink. He says something about something, and then wiener, and then he just moves. Bratwurst.
I'm gonna look at Anna Louise, be like, "Don't judge me. We don't have to talk."
All right, so he marches away, off to do whatever he thinks he's doing. And Anna Louise suggests we go look at the mule tracks. You doing that? Hey,
Yep.
Montgomery?
Yep. Sorry.
All right.
Following the tracks. The mule tracks.
Mule tracks.
All right.
Because it tracks.
So we are tracking.
This will make me roll it again.
Oh,
No.
that's a success.
All right.
Regular.
Now I got help.
All right. Yeah. Odessa picks up the trail too of the mules. Now that you pointed them out.
I rolled too high for track.
Yep. This is not Anna Louise's specialty.
So
She's gonna follow along with you guys, and as you follow the mule tracks, you see a section where it looks like the mule tracks went, and then kind of came back, and then go off kind of off trail a little bit.
They
I say we
went,
follow it off
came
trail.
back, and then off trail.
All right. So as you go over there, you're starting to go off trail. Look, are you with your horses and stuff? Trying to go off trail? follow?
Why don't we go a little slow and listen real close like?
I say we walk the horses.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. So you start walking the horses off trail, trying to follow this trail.
Trying to listen real closely for anything that we might hear on the way.
Give a roll for your listen and spot hidden too.
Okay, well, I got a 16 on listen, so that's a hard success. And spot hidden. And a success on spot hidden.
How about you, Odessa?
Oh, didn't get anything on listen. Oh, got even worse. 90s. 90s on spot hidden. What? Where?
I didn't get listen, but I got spot hidden. Okay.
All right. So Anna Louise and Mc Gummery, you see some kind of hidden in the bushes a little bit. You see some figures, and you, Mc Gummery, you can hear them kind of whispering to each other. What do you do?
I can't tell what they're saying, I'm guessing.
There's nah, not really. There's like, I think it's 3 figures on mules.
I'm going to, if we're all kind of together, I'm going to say under my breath real quickly, I'm going to say, I think we're about to be ambushed. I say we all pull out our weapon all at once and point it at that bush and see what happens.
I agree.
All right. 3, 2, 1. We all
You
point at that bush. And I say, "Oh there!"
Don't call me that.
No, not there.
So you hear like a startled oh, and a figure. They get off their horse, their mules, as far as you can tell, and put their hands up, and a figure comes out, followed shortly by the other 2 figures. The one who starts to talk, he looks, he's tall, with blonde hair, kind of drooping mustache. He's like, whoa there. We don't mean you no harm. My name's Melvin. Yeah. And
Melvin
this is
what?
Clegg. Melvin Clegg. And this other guy's kind of big, bearded, gruff looking guy. But, he looks kind of friendly in a way, but definitely big. He goes, this here is Boggs. And then he points in there a guy who is kind of normal looking, kind of with dark hair, and says this here is Joe Barkley. And we're just miners. We've been worried about some friends of ours in a nearby mine. I don't know if you heard of them, the Owen brothers.
That's who we're looking for.
Wow. Oh, it's like fate that we found each other then.
Does this guy look like he has ill intent towards the people he's trying to find or towards the mine in general?
Easy lying to.
Do a psychology success. See if you can get how you do.
I just said it so that Odessa would do it. Okay, never mind. I mean, I can try.
Give it a try.
Okay.
Never know.
I'm not kidding. I rolled a 1 for psychology.
Oh,
so that's
Natural
like a
one.
critical. Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And I failed, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I seriously rolled like a 1. And my
Wow.
critical is 7, so.
You can smell a lie just by looking at it.
So what do I pick up on?
Yeah, you feel like they're up to no good. They're lying about something. Definitely, these ain't no miners, that's for sure.
They're over 18.
Wah,
wah.
Oh, and they all have guns too, and the main guy talking they don't pull them out or anything. They have them to the side, and one has a double barrel shotgun. The big guy, Boggs. Oh, and Barkley forgot to say, he's tall, dirty, pot-bellied, with a snaggletooth grin. Just give you some kind of visual there. Why don't you roll Roll. Do you have any law? You don't, do you, Anna Louise?
I've only got a 5 for law.
Won't you roll your it's intelligence, I believe.
Education.
Or education, sorry.
Edumacation. What's that?
We don't need no
I rolled a 5.
Oh, wow.
education.
So that's probably a extreme, isn't it? On the
Yeah.
third column?
10 is the extreme.
So you're like, I don't believe these people. And then you're like, wait a minute. This Boggs and Barkley that's with this Clegg guy, they're wanted for armed robbery. You got $50 bounty on them. You remember seeing that?
Dead or alive?
I think it's dead or alive.
Sweet.
Either way.
Hmm.
So
But we don't know that, right? It's just
you guys don't know that. She knows
Anna
it.
Louise. Yeah.
This has all been working in her brain. So this Clegg guy, Melvin's like, "Hey, well, might I kindly suggest we like do a little alliance here. We try to find out what's going on at the mine. My brother Trapper, he went over there and he hasn't come back. And we heard some strange sounds in that camp. Unnatural sounds. Gunfire. So
In what camp?
the Owens camp. They're
You
their
know where it
mine
is?
camp. Yeah, we do. We know where it's at. Maybe we all can go over there, meet up, see if we can find out what happened to Trapper and the
Well,
Owens.
since you know where it is, why don't we follow you?
Yeah, we could help each other.
What's an approximation of the weird sounds you were hearing?
Oh, like almost like animals or something, but nothing we ever
Could you
heard
make the
before.
noise with your mouth?
Yeah, make the mouth now.
That's mighty tough. I'm not an actor. One of those lesbians, people, whatever they are, traveling folk. But I'll
Did you say
try.
lesbians?
What? What's that? I mean, the word exists.
Oh,
yeah.
lesbian. Yes.
That word doesn't exist yet.
So he's like, it's kind of like something like that,
Can you do that again?
Yep. That's an unnatural sound.
It ain't natural.
I tell you what. Can I roll an animal handling and see what that? I'll roll it and tell you if I get a 1.
Okay.
I did not. I did get a
All
5,
right.
but not a 1.
Well, what's your score? Is that a success or not?
Animal handling. It's barely a success.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like any animal, You don't know if that's just because of
Probably because
of the bad voice acting or because of not an animal you recognize.
I
Hard
just
to say.
spit a little on my character sheet. Yeah. Well, how about we follow you and we'll head on up there with you.
Lead the way.
We got your back. As you can see, we're quite adept.
All right. Sounds
And
good to
they're-
us.
Are they
we're
all? Are
just
they
keep
all
in mind, and they kind of look at Anna Louise with her guns and stuff. And, we're miners, not fighters. So, you might want to be up front with us, little lady.
Oh, that's okay. I'd rather follow you.
How about
Gentlemen
I walk
first.
up, how about I walk up front with you and Anna Louise here can watch our back.
Sure. Sounds good. All right, well, come on, let's go. Let's get on over here and see what happened to Trapper, brother. He's kind of shotgun. They got their rifles and guns.
Quick question. They are riding individual mules, or are the 4 mules hooked up to a wagon?
No wagon. Just mule.
No wagon.
Mules.
Okay.
Hmm.
Just
Yeah, they do have an extra mule, which, with them. Yeah.
I tried to roll psychology, see if they really have a brother, but I failed horribly. So yes, I think they do.
All right. So you guys ride off with these suspicious. Although you, Montgomery and Odessa, right now you have no idea there's anything
Yeah.
to be up. Only Anna Louise has suspicions.
I tell you, are you all believers in the Almighty God? Do you give to your local faith institutions?
They're like, yes, of course. We give the church all the time.
I am a man of God, and if you'd like to contribute to the divine cause we got here, I can put in a good word with God. If you just give a little donation, it'll go to a good cause in the local area, and puts in a good word with the Almighty to make sure everything goes smoothly here.
Well, we're poor miners, and but I'm sure the Owens brothers, once we helped them out, well, they got lots of silver. I'm sure they can help out.
Well, I never thought about
I'm sure.
that. Yeah.
I'm sure you all get what you deserve. Don't worry.
I didn't even know it was a silver mine.
Oh.
All right, so you begin to ride off with them, and they're kind of like holding their guns, and kind of, you two don't notice, but they're kind of got side eye looks at each other. And Anna Louise is back there like narrow eyed. And I think we'll stop it there for session 1.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's 10:45.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah.
It's getting late.
Getting there. That's good. I told my wife I'd be done in 30 minutes, 15 minutes ago. I don't know why I'm still saying this while it's recording.
All right. Well, we're going to call it an end for this first session of Call of Cthulhu Down Darker Trails. Thanks, everybody. And until next time.
Is this a dark trail?
When the dice roll high, we touch the sky. But when they crash, it's a belly laugh. GenrePlay likes to